global warming, but whatever. I mean, this is weird. It's just so weird. And, I mean, we should be down into the 30s, 40s at best. Here we're in the 60s. I mean, the days have been starting out cold, but then it gets warm like this. I mean, it's supposed to be clear all day long. Clear and warm. And this week is 50s and 60s, and then it's going to get back down to the 40s by the end of the week, but just strange. I've seen some weird weather in my past, but this is definitely the strangest. It just seems like every time we say, yep, this is the last of it, we get another couple of 60-degree days. It's just the strangest thing ever. So I'm headed to Walmart right now. I need to get some leaf bags. I got a pile of leaves I gotta take care of. Been waiting for all the leaves to fall, just because I find it annoying to go out and have to rake them up into a bag, and then the next day rake them up into a bag again, and the next day, you know, whatever. I just find that really annoying. So just over the past week and a half, I've just been making a pile, and you know, I don't care about that crap they say about that disease or bacteria or whatever. They're not there long enough. You know, if you left them there for a month, that'd be something that I'd be a little bit more concerned about, but I guess I'll turn here. But they've only been there for, I think, a week and a half now. So anyway, I'm heading there to get some bags to take care of the leaves. Our park actually allows us to drop the bags off in a yard dumpster that they've got for the entire park, so I'll probably just do that. But so other than that, really upset with the warranty company right now. My warranty for my car officially expires in 2 days. And I took it in last Friday to have them diagnose and repair the timing belt and look at the transmission. And they had determined that the timing belt needed to be replaced. And it is a part that is covered under warranty. However, when they called it in to get the authorization for the warranty, the first time that I'd ever heard of them doing this, and you know, it figures that a couple days before the warranty goes out, they start asking these kind of questions. But they went into things like maintenance, oil changes, and whatever. And what I had said, the guy came in or he called me actually. He said, you know, when was the last time you changed the oil? I said, it's been a couple months. And then he said, how long have you noticed this sound coming from the engine? I said, oh, it's probably been about 6 months, 7 months, something like that. And so he's like, okay, thanks. Well, they came back a couple minutes later with the warranty company, and they used that loophole where if it's a problem that's ongoing problem, and you don't get it fixed right away, then they won't cover it. Even though the technician had said this is a slow, progressive problem, it's not going to break right away. They ended up, I mean, I fought with them on the phone. You know, it doesn't matter what you do. I can try a lawsuit. I can do whatever I want to, but the fact is, I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the time to do that. And when I end up getting a timing belt replaced for $1,000, I'm going to be even more in the hole. And it pisses me off that it's a disappointing end to that warranty. transmission, all they ended up doing, they said, this is another thing, they said that my transmission fluid was a little low, so they refilled the transmission fluid and sent me on my way. They blamed that on the shifting. So I don't know, I blame myself partially because I waited so long. Then again, I also have to look at it from the point of view of, I paid, I don't even remember how much I paid now. It's like $1,800, close to $2,000 for the warranty, and it paid for itself twice. It took care of things that I didn't want to take care of myself. And so, you know, that's where I'm at right now. But basically, probably should make a left here. In fact, I saw the Meridian Township cop, and I ended up making a kind of a squeal there. Sometimes those cops are just a little bit weird about that. I didn't really give it all that much power, but the tires are kind of cold. So I'll head this way. There's an exit over here. It sounds kind of funny, I know, but you just never know. I'm not going to get pulled over for them saying that I was burning out or something. So if you did decide to make a UE right there, which I didn't see him do, then you'll have to look for me. But anyways, so the deal is, don't have a warranty anymore. And well, I mean, in 2 days, there's no point in trying to go for the next 2 days to try to get the warranty figured out. Don't have a warranty now. Let's just say that I don't. So now my car is kind of open to basically modifications, things like that. But the problem is, there's several problems actually. I've been investing so much into solar energy, renewable energy, investing so much into solar panels, batteries, things like that. I really have been investing a lot of money, and I have not completed my setup yet. But a part of me it's getting complicated. I'm trying to come up with words to describe what I'm trying to say. Maybe stay on your side of the road. I started this channel with this car, or Grand Prix, in mind. I've been going with it. I've been modifying my car here and there, little bits and pieces. No cop behind me. And my focus is turned more towards getting off the grid. Putting my money towards that. So I've been kind of neglecting the car portion of my channel a little bit. And I feel bad about it because I want to continuously mod my car and put money into it and things like that. But at the same time, I really need to get my off-grid set up here. Consumers Energy, there you go. They're the ones that don't want me to have renewable energy. Anyway, so it's been, well, this is the first time I've ever actually actually been at this light with it working like this. That Aldi just opened. But anyway, so I've really been trying to balance out the expenses, the finances, and things like that. Because my car's running great right now. I really can't complain other than the timing belt issue. But I don't know. I really need to finish my renewable energy project. I really do. I need to get off the grid. I've had some serious concerns, and you can call me a whatever you call it, doomsday prepper or whatever, but I do have some serious concerns about the state of our grid. The cost of energy has been going up, and I'm just really wanting to get it finished as quick as possible. Anyway, I'll continue this conversation when I get my bags. There's a lady. She's driving a Grand Prix, older one, probably a 2000 or something. It's definitely got 3800 in it, and it was just like, I mean, it would not idle worth a damn, and then it finally just stalled out. I heard her on the phone because she was sitting there. She said, "I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It just doesn't work." I'm thinking, yeah, well, things don't break just because. They usually break because you're not maintaining them. But anyways, so back to what I was saying before I had to get my lawn bags. As we go through life, priorities definitely change, and not that I'm giving up completely on my car or anything, far from it, but there's certain things that I have to take care of before I start dumping a bunch of money into my car, like an intake or full exhaust. You know, I've done little things here and there. This light does not make any sense at all. I've done things here and there, and you know, it just I still plan on doing things to my car, but it's not going to be major mechanical stuff. It's not something where I basically I put a whole bunch of money into you know, a triple edge performance transmission, or you know, a truck intake or something like that. I mean, I'm just not putting the money into that right now, because I need to get my renewable energy taken care of. I really do need to get that taken care of. So I don't know. I don't really know what else to say on the topic. Winter's coming up anyways, and I don't have a garage to be able to do anything to my car, so that's usually the time. What is going on up here? That's usually the time when things slow down for my car stuff, car videos, things like that, and I shift more towards other things. But anyways, I don't really know what else to say on the subject. That's a nice bike out there. Wow, that's nice. White wall tires. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, that sounds great. I will say that I've been reading the news, watching the news, things like that, and all things aside with politics and so on, there's definitely a trend. There's definitely something things are definitely moving in the direction of we are no longer safe where we're at. I'm not saying you're safe anywhere. The whole world has changed. Everything that's going on in the world has changed. To the point where this little town that I live in just doesn't feel safe anymore. I'm not trying to say that I stay up at night and worry that some terrorist is going to come knocking on my door or whatever, but I've come to realize that times have changed so much, and there are literally people out there who don't care how many people they kill or what they do. They only care about eradicating everybody else but them. That is their goal. And their beliefs control what their actions, basically. And they would like nothing better than to see America burn, or any other country that, Western style country, democracy and things. They'd love to see all those countries go bye-bye. What is that? You guys see that? Like a 4-foot wing on the back of that car. That's so ridiculous. I'm sure you're going 200 miles an hour and you need all that downforce. Anyway, so that I kind of talked about it a little bit, but terrorists, they've got many different ways to attack. It doesn't have to be with bombs or guns. It could be just literally taking down the entire grid. I mean, if they've got financing to do what they're doing now, they can definitely finance a hack attack on our system, on the grid, on whatever. And just imagine for 1 minute, just sit down for a second, actually, and just imagine what would happen if all of the electricity in the United States went down. What would happen? Just think about that. Think about how dependent we've become on electricity. You can use the analogy that what would happen if all of the blood in your body were to drain out all of a sudden? What would happen? You would die. I'm not saying that when the lights go out you're going to die, but we've become so dependent on electricity as a country. Everything is run on electricity. So if the electricity were to go down for the entire United States, the grid, and some coordinated attack or something like that, we would have, for the most critical things, we would have backup generators. So hospitals and so on, police stations, fire stations, those things, they would all have backup generators. That's fine. So municipalities would be all right for a little while. But just think about the grab that you would have on fuel. If word got out that it was some kind of an attack, our system becomes vulnerable, and we become open to physical attacks because our grid is down. There will be a mad dash on fuel, fossil fuels, gasoline, diesel, heating oil, kerosene, whatever. There'll be just this mad dash. It happens all the time. You'll notice it. I mean, I noticed it too. The last time we had that big power outage, all the generators at my local store and for anywhere for 100 miles were gone. Gas stations went through. There were a lot of gas stations that ran out of gas and diesel because generators ran on that. There's only so much that we have in reserve before we run out. And then what happens? A big food grab. All the foods that you have at your stores will be grabbed. Canned foods, whatever. Everything will be just taken right off the shelf. Water, right off the shelf. And it may not happen in the first 24 hours, but when word starts getting around and people start realizing that the grid's not coming back up, there's going to be a mad dash for things. And I like the idea of being able to generate my own electricity and sustain myself, and not have to worry about a kerosene heater or whatever. I just like that. And I think we are getting to the point now where anything can happen at any time. And I believe that electricity is one of those things. It doesn't matter what country you live in. If you become so dependent on electricity and it goes out, what's going to happen? People start turning on people. You know, you see your neighbor's got a generator, you're going to steal that generator. When desperation takes over the mind, you'll do anything to stay alive. You really will. It's called survival. So, I don't want to be put in that position, honestly. But anyways. So, I think that's pretty much all I have to talk about today. Losing leaves everywhere I see. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys later in the week.